So y'all wanted to get into the eating disorder, so let's get into it. Hi, my name is Shamisha, and I have an eating disorder. I developed my eating disorder because of me trying to unalive myself. In the many attempts of me doing so, starvation was one, and I went 2 weeks without eating or drinking and trying not to talk to people. So, that's how that happened. Also, I've never really had good eating habits. Never really had a big appetite. And sorry guys, it's one of those things kind of put you back, into retrospect of things. And like I say, it's heavy. So hey, we're doing it though. We're doing it. Nevertheless, I stopped eating, I stopped drinking for 2 weeks, and I was trying not to talk to people, but that's kind of hard when you live with people and when you're dating someone. So, not only that, I also, had other attempts as well, which interfere with the eating disorder, or took part in the eating disorder. Also, when I went inside of the hospital, I had to eat. So for those 2 or 3 days, maybe I didn't eat as much. My appetite wasn't as big, but every day I made a goal to eat, eat everything, eat a bite of everything that I had on the tray. And majority, I would always get a lot of stuff on the tray just because I was trying to force myself to eat, because I knew that the longer I didn't eat, the more I didn't go to groups and stuff, they was gonna keep me inside. So I started eating. Also, my friends were very, very helpful and encouraging. They pushed me to eat even when I didn't feel like it, and they also understood, I can't really force myself to eat sometimes because I will get sick. So, we worked with that, but I at least ate a bite of something, of everything that was on the plate. I ate a bite of everything. So that was until I was able to eat full things. So, slow motion is still motion. Hello. But yeah, that's how I developed the eating disorder, and every day now it's hard for me to actually go day to day without being nauseous. Although I've always had that issue, and I just thought that was part of me getting older, maybe. I don't know, just like fatigue and stuff. But it's getting kind of bad now to where I get so nauseous and I can't eat or drink anything or take my medicine right then and there because I know what'll happen. And today, although what is going on with me right now, PMS, cramps, that good thing, that also causes my nausea too. So, I just have to work around the nausea and the vomiting so that I can try to eat, because when I am hungry, sometimes I'm so nauseous and stuff, I cannot, because I'll get so sick off the scent or thought. If I can't bite it down, I'm gonna, in majority of the time now, it's not even actual vomit because there's nothing inside of me. Like, I can literally go 3 days and not be hungry because my appetite has never really been big. My weight has drastically changed, although because my appetite and my diet has changed. I've stopped really eating a lot of fatty foods like sugars and stuff. I don't drink as often anymore. So, you know, those are all things that play into your diet and how your health will be. So, I'm trying to get my health together. My eating habits is priority to me right now. And like right now today, didn't eat anything except one grape, guys. And I got sick. I drank water, I took my medicine, I ate one grape, I got sick. So right now I'm trying to eat a whole kiwi. Not right now in this moment, but you know, after I finish this video, I'm trying to eat a whole kiwi and we'll see how that works. So if not, it'll be half of a kiwi and some water or scoops of a kiwi, you know? But that's the goal and that's how hard it is. I feel like me being transparent about all of this matters because showing up for people, you know, people being represented in any way matters. I never knew that many of you were going to resonate with anything about my story, you know? So, like I said, this is just trinkets, but this matters. This matters. And see, I was gonna end the video just now, but I have to say this, like, because you're not strong right now doesn't mean you'll never be strong. Because I was in those shoes. You could have never paid me $1 million and told me I was gonna be here today or any of those days last week before that I was gonna be here telling all my business. You know what I'm saying? No, not at all. So I think majority of the time we get so caught up in our heads about what other people think about us because this is the same person sitting here telling you all of these things. I used to be so self-conscious to how people, well, not really how people view me, you know, about what I'm about to say now, but how people view me. So, like, I'm so self-conscious about myself. I'm thinking about how people view me in their eyes, you know, not how they're judging my character, but how I look to them because I'm so self-conscious about me and myself, you know. And that's why I say my eating habits never been the best, but all of those things stem from not being like mentally well. People pushing things on me, certain narratives, you know, me wanting to be a certain way because of certain narratives, playing on my mental health, and also like it stemming from a nasty place. Let's say that. I don't want to step on anybody's toes with what I'm gonna say on the fly because these videos are not edited, and but I'm also mindful about how I speak to you all. Yeah, that's really where my weight comes into play at, my eating habits, because all of it is stemmed from wanting to be thin because I was taunted as a kid, even as an adult, like having partners tell you, you know, well, you're too big, or, you know, having family members saying, well, you didn't pick up some weight, ain't it? Or, you know, because I've always been the thicker cousin, like I've always had the hips, you know, I've always been the developed person. So I feel like representation matters in all aspects, guys. Many of you won't stay to listen to all of this video. Like I said, I never care because this ain't for everybody. I never want my space to be just for anybody. I know this is on the web, but this ain't just for anybody. That's how exclusive I feel like I am. And on that note, that's where I'm gonna leave y'all at. Always feel like you're that exclusive. No matter how poppin', no matter how hot somebody else is, always feel like you're that exclusive. And I know this was supposed to be about my eating disorder, but yeah, always be exclusive, boo.